With Usher and Shakira back for season 6, you can expect the competitive nature of the coaches to crank up another notch because they're sophomores now, and the gloves are off. We're past the new stages of our relationship, and we're going for the throat this year. I think the biggest difference with Usher and Shakira this year, especially in the blind auditions, is, man, they are absolutely full force going for the throat with Adam and I. I mean, we're hearing comments, everything from these guys are tired, they are old, people are tired of them, you don't want to go with them as your coaches. I mean, they're saying anything they can to get these people on their team, which is the exact thing you should do, as a coach, and that's what bothers Adam and I the most, is that they're actually playing the game the correct way now. Well, I had, several times this season, had the three of them gang up on me to try to keep an artist from going with my team, and that's to be expected. I'm sure that they've got their feelings hurt more than a few times now by seeing me win that thing, and so I know that there's a target on my back, but I can take it because I know I'm still going to win. There was 11 four-chair turns this year for the blind auditions, and it says a lot about the level of talent that came out for season 6. And it seems like every season, just when you think, where do they get these people? I mean, surely they're going to run out. They don't. I mean, it's amazing, and I think artists, love to give the voice a shot, as far as their career goes, because they know that they're going to be working with people who have been there and done that, and who have their best interest at heart. And we're not judging them. We're trying to help them get there the best we can in hands-on situations. And I think because of that, artists that are very talented and may normally be a little bit more protective of their career than to come on to a television show and try to give it a shot, that we're getting those artists here at The Voice. No matter how tired Adam and I may get with our lives or doing, this is our 6th season in a row, we tour, we do everything. The second we sit down in those chairs and we hear footsteps behind us and somebody's song is kicking off, it's like it's all brand new again, because each artist is a different story, and it's a different chapter, and it just makes this thing exciting all over again. Yeah, I think one of the reasons that it's important to keep rotating some of the coaches is it's new people, it's new challenges, it's new people to beat. I mean, it really does raise the level of competition, because I want to beat Usher for a different reason than I want to beat Adam, and a different reason than I want to beat Christina. I mean, they all have their little things that they've said along the way, or something that they've guaranteed along the way that's going to happen with their team, and it's every one of them. There's a different rivalry that I have with each one of the coaches, and I'm sure they all have that with me too. Usher, he had a good move this year. He's definitely been watching me in the blinds, I guess, because he pulled out a Grammy to display for this artist that he was trying to get for his team. And I've done that before. I did it with some awards. I did it with my voice trophies, and it really does get that person's attention on stage when you do play that card. And the Grammy may have trumped anything that anybody's brought out onto that stage. I've only approached one season with specific strategy in mind, and that was season 4, when I wanted to win this thing with a country artist, and got it done with that. Thank God for Danielle Bradbury. Ever since then and before then, I've just looked for artists that give me goosebumps, artists that represent something different, whether it's whether they have a vintage sound or a new sound, as long as they have something that separates them from the pack a little bit, those are the type of artists that I want on my team. I'd like to sit here and tell you that I've been doing this long enough that I can tell on 4-chair turns what coach the artist is going to pick. But every time I think I have that figured out, I just don't, man. I mean, you never can tell what that one thing that one of us has to say to that person will strike a chord. My team this season is completely different than any other team that I've ever had before. I mean, there's so much diversity, and I'm talking about many different genres with many different sounds to explore within those genres. I know it sounds complicated, but my team is complicated this year, but in a good way. Looking back from season 1 to now. Tons have changed. A ton of things have changed in my life because of the voice. Obvious things with career. It's been a great way to build my career, but more than that, I think is I learned a lot about myself doing this show for 6 seasons now, and there's so much So anytime I win an artist over Usher, I'm not afraid to display some of this. You know what I'm saying? You know, the fact that the Voice won an Emmy this year, it's a big deal for everybody that works on this show, because everybody here works hard. Everybody here works hard, from behind the scenes to in front of the cameras. This is important, and the reason it's exciting to win that Emmy is that we do this show for the right reasons, and people who deserve, to be on this show are the only ones who are on this show. We don't put somebody in a situation where they can be made fun of. This show is positive, and it's about great singers and their journey to get where they want to be, and it's just fun, and it's fun to be rewarded for doing the right thing. Well, when we were signing on for this show, all of us coaches, it was important to us to make a pact that it was anything negative that happened would be happening between the four of us. That's where the jabs are going to be, and the making fun of, and we're going to take the shots at each other. It's never going to be about that artist who's laying it all out there on the line on the stage in front of us or behind us, because it's just not right. And we've stuck to that, and I'm proud of it. The feedback I get about this show, and I get a ton, because in between seasons I'm out there touring and talking to the people. It's always the same thing. The show just makes you feel good, and I don't know what it is that we're doing, but it's become America's only family show. I mean, it really is. It's the one show I think left on television that the entire family can sit down and watch, and parents, kids, it's all their moment where they can come together and enjoy being together as a family and watching a television show that everybody's okay with. Well, if you took all of us coaches individually and looked at our personalities and who we are and what we do, I mean, you may wonder how I can be family friendly, or Adam or CeeLo or anybody, if you just look at us individually. And but on this show, we come together to do something that is the right thing to do, and we take it very seriously, and we don't goof it off, and it's not about us. It's about doing the right thing for these people who are trying to make it, and because of that, I think it sets a good example for a lot of things in life, and we all need that person to help us and to take us serious, and we just get to do it on television a couple of times a week, and I think that's why it makes people feel good to watch it. It's for sure easily the reason that I keep coming back season after season, is just to get the chance to work with some of these talented people. I mean, I truly do. I probably get too attached, and that's why it hurts so bad to see some of them go. And but if I didn't get that attached, I don't think I'd be doing my job right. Yeah, I get a lot of people bringing up the fact that I keep in touch and with my Team Blake members and stay in contact with them and try to help them as much as I can. But that surprises me that I get that question so much, because I don't know what the alternative would be. Just because a season ends doesn't mean your relationship with somebody ends. And I've built some very strong bonds with people that I've worked with on this show that I consider to be family to me. So after 6 seasons of doing this show, I think instead of just having a guest house or a guest room, I'm going to have to get a guest hotel to put next to my house so that all my former team members can come hang out with me. I think the differences in this set of coaches versus the other are some of the obvious things. I mean, we don't have CeeLo out there wearing, you know, whatever it is, it's going to have the whole nation talking the next day. And there's no animals, you know, roaming around his chair. Outside of that, you know, it's just the same competitive nature with just completely different personalities and completely different types of artists. I mean, Shakira is an international superstar who can explore all kinds of different genres, and because of that, she's going to bring some of that influence to her team, and it's just going to bring a different element to the show altogether. Christina's going to bring that diva element to the show when she's on it, and Usher's going to bring that cool, sly, whatever that thing is he's got going on, and Adam's just going to beg like always. Usher and Shakira are back.